Hey everyone, I have a very exciting show. This is a conversation I've been looking to have with Omar since we started this, right? Um, Omar, something I think is very important to you and I both is legacy. We have both earned where we are today, but I believe both of us have a mindset to leave a far greater impact on people around us. And I wanted to hear what you think legacy means. We'll start there.
Michael, great topic. With regards to legacy, that's just a huge word,
Yeah.
and and there's so much meaning behind it. Um, for myself, obviously, I know what kind of legacy I want to leave behind, and you know, looking at the example that my father gave me,
Yeah.
God rest his soul, and he left his legacy for us to continue, and it's so important because it's not just the legacy that he left or that word means. It's the journey and the struggle and the pain and the tears and the sweat that it took to get to a point to where this is what I want and this is the legacy that I'm leaving. And that goes for everybody that's out there that's listening. A legacy is huge because of the journey to get there.
Yeah.
Because someone just doesn't leave a legacy. Here you go. No. It's how much crap that they endured through the whole time to finally make it to the top. And then now everyone's like, damn, you made it. And everybody has a different altitude.
Yeah.
Some people are here, some people are here, but don't knock the person that made it to where they think their legacy or where their peak is at.
Yeah.
Because it's to me, it's bullshit that you're going to be looking at someone and it's like, oh, well, he didn't do this, and this. Well, that wasn't his path.
Oh man, I'm so
Your
glad you
your
brought that
path,
up. Yeah.
my path, is totally different. We're on the same trajectory, we're on the same field, but what if Michael's okay with, where he's at right now? And most people won't even get to his level at all. So it's like everybody has their own altitude that they want to hit, their
Hmm.
own family, their own why. I mean, at the end of the day, it's their why. Why is it so important to get to a certain level? I mean, when
Yeah.
you write stuff down, it's there. I mean, in my case, and I'm gonna, tell you guys, I lost my father on last Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and it's brutal. And I see that, yeah, he fought and he fought to get to where he was at for his family, and he built his legacy for us to continue, and we laid him to rest on Sunday. And the amount of support and people that showed up was awesome. Tons. I mean, over 150 people. I don't even know. And during this time that we're all going through this, this pandemic, it was cool to see how much impact that he had. Not because he did it overnight. No, because he sweat, he bled, he cried, he endured so much pain to get to what he thought he made it to the mountain. And honestly, he made it to his mountain. He climbed the very top, and he tells me that, and I said this on Sunday. A customer came in and he said, "Mister, you may have all the money in the world, but you're never going to be as rich as me because I have family."
Hmm.
And that that's instilled. It doesn't matter how much fucking money you make.
Mhm.
It's the impact that you provide to people that you love, care, cherish, their friends. I mean, people that see you, that know you. that to me is more of a legacy than any fucking money you can ever make. And I hate to be so candid and straightforward, but I don't care, because you know what? I'm real. If you guys like it, great. If you don't, I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, this is what legacy means to me, because I had the example that was given from him.
Yeah, as you know, Omar, I never knew your father. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to shake his hand, but I feel like I know him through you, right? We've spoken now for hours. It started with your journey of working in that restaurant as a busser or as a waiter and a bartender, and you know that all comes from somewhere.
Oh yeah, totally.
And your father was your mentor, right? He was your first mentor. And I just want you to know, from someone who unfortunately didn't get to meet him, that he did a great job. He did a great job. And I'm sure he impacted even multiple generations, not only yourself. I'm sure he's impacted your teenager. I'm really happy he got to meet your 6-month-old.
For sure.
You know, that's a wake-up call, right?
Oh,
Loss after Friday. I couldn't imagine, right? As of today, both my parents are still here. And yeah, I mean that's got to be a wake-up call. So if you mind, there's just another perspective that you have today than we had 2 weeks ago. It was the last time we talked.
oh yeah.
And I just love how authentic and us is, and just let it flow, man. Um, what I don't know if we want to call it a wake-up call or a refocus, or when you look at things today, it's probably slightly different than 2 weeks ago, maybe. I'm just curious.
Substantially different, because your perspective changes, and it needs to. Like I always say, every next level in your life demands a different you.
Oh.
Um, this here demands a different me as well. And life does happen for us, not to us. And I see things, differently completely. It's, I've taken a lot of time for granted. I've taken, I think it's always going to be there. And it's really not, because at the end of the day, you lose a loved one, you lose someone you care about. In this case, my father. I just wanted another minute. I just want another hour to say, "Hey, Dad, I love you, man. I mean, I appreciate everything you did for us growing up." I mean, as I think I've told him numerous times, but it doesn't take away the fact that you don't get time back. So if you have that phone call you need to make to squash some damn, argument that you shouldn't even have over bullshit, make the call. Tell somebody else that you love them, tell them that you care about, that you think about them, because you won't get that time back. And at the end, you're gonna sit there and be like, it only took 2 minutes to make a phone call, but we get so fucking busy with our normal life that it gets in the way. And then later you're gonna be like, damn it. That pain of regret fucking sucks. And I will tell you that. So take the time that you have now, cherish it, and it's so damn valuable that I cannot express it enough. You know, I want everybody to go call their mom, their dad, if they're still with you, your brother, your sister that you probably have some issues with. Squash all that shit, because guess what? At the end of the day, I mean, that's your family.
Mm-hmm.
So make the hug, make the call, go on a lunch date. Geez, it's so fucking simple. And I'm sorry that
No, go.
I'm passionate about it. And you know what? It's because right now I'm thinking that I'm glad that I stopped in to see my dad at the restaurant. Pretty much, like I was pretty consistent. And then there was a time that I wasn't, because I got so busy in real estate and we got so much stuff going on. And whenever I drove anywhere, I'm going to go see my dad. And just, hey,
Nice.
Pops, what's going on? And he'd be like, oh, hey, you came during the day. wow, he was excited. So it's like, make that impression, make that, those memories last for you and your loved ones as well, because when they're gone, it's, it's just brutal, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you've seen this. Gary V talks about regret being the most powerful focus. And folks, if you want to get a taste for this, I think what Gary V talks about is spot on. Go serve, volunteer at an older folks home, whatever you call that, nursing home, whatever. Go talk to some 90-year-old,
Oh,
and all they talk about is the regret, what they missed, what they didn't do. Go put that in your memory banks. And when you're 18, when you're 28, 38, however old you are today, don't do that, right? Regret it's unrelenting. And back to our first conversation, I am so focused on time because it's the only asset we can't get back. More money can be made, more friends. I mean, time, man, time. So, you know what? We're going to call this episode. It's been a great one. I look forward to the third episode being a dedication to your father, just to tease it. And let's get to that one.
all right. Thanks, Michael.
Mhm.